In the beginning scene, we see a beautiful girl running away from a man. That girl is Yakmur. Later in the movie, we get to find out where she's running about. And trust me, it's scary. This beautiful love story is presented through a book. A young girl has just been delivered the book. The author is her soon-to-be husband. She's the first one to receive it and get straight to reading, and she tells her husband that she will call him when she finishes. It moves on to another scene where we see an ancient man on a plane. He's having some chest pain but is distracted by a girl talking to a stewardess. She is in panic as she is given a seat next to a window, which she is afraid of. The stewardess seats her next to the man until they find her a new seat. As the ride continues, they experience some turbulence. Yakmu, being afraid, grabs onto the man's arm. She digs her nails so deep into the man's skin that it leaves furrows. The turbulence is over and Yakmu relaxes. When Yakmu realized that she had dug her nails into the man's skin, she started apologizing and even put a cute little band-aid on the bruise. The man smiles and says nothing. The stewardess comes to Yakmu and lets her know that a new seat has been found. Yakmu leaves but stays in the man's mind. We found out that the mysterious man's name is Hazmet. He goes to a house and he has a chat with his brother. We found out that they are going to stay there for a while because they are in danger. They are also hiding from the police. By now we will think that they are criminals, but trust me, the truth will shock you. Yakmu is staying with her friend that is a musician. As she is unpacking and finishing a conversation with her father on the phone, she sees her friend eating her sandwich. She tells her friend to spit it out because the sandwich has walnut in it, to which she is allergic to. They end up at the hospital. Yakmu and Hazmet bump into each other and are of course surprised. Hazmet jokes about his wound and does not tell Yakmu the truth. After that, we see them at a cafe where Yakmu's friend Iram is singing a beautiful song. As they are having a conversation, they realize that they have something in common. Both of them don't have a mother. Hazmet is a strict man. He does not smile and he keeps his pose the same all the time. He recognizes something in Yakmu that makes him go crazy about her. You can call it a love at first sight type of thing. Yakmu and Hazmet have dinner on a rooftop. Yakmu can't stop laughing because she thought that it would be a more casual date like going to eat lamachun, but instead they are on a rooftop having a romantic dinner. She had jokes about it with her friend Iram, and the thought of a face she is going to tell her makes her hysterical. Yakmu tried to make Hazmet smile as she lifts his cheeks by her hands. They laughing and having an amazing time. After that dinner, Yakmu can be seen with a smile on her face. She was in love and it was evident. As Yakmu and Hazmet are getting closer and closer, they are falling for each other. Yakmu makes Hazmet softer and Hazmet makes Yakmu feel at peace. Their love is evident and their souls are intertwined. Yakmu explained her relationship with Hazmet as heaven or hell because it's always extreme with him. One night as they are cuddling, Hazmet feels a sharp pain in his chest. Yakmu is clueless about it but tries to help. She heals his wound as she touches them. We see a flashback, a bloody one. Hazmet is having something pulled out from his chest, which makes us believe that Hazmet was shot. He goes to have a run and Yakmu runs after him. They hug and all their pain goes away. Yakmu had become the cure to all Hazmet's wounds. A scene from the girl reading the book is shown. She's melting by the romance of the couple. Yakmu was helping Hazmet become himself again. Their love was blooming. She loved him and he loved her. Yakmu wants Hazmet to meet her father, but she has to meet his mother first. The scene cuts to the boys playing basketball and Yakmu sitting on a bench. Yakmu starts throwing up and that catches Hazmet's attention. And he's making sure she's alright. A car catches his eyes. He realizes that he's being followed. Hazmet's brother is talking on the phone with his mom. Here we find out that someone named Hamza is coming to have a chat with Hazmet. Yakmu has been throwing up because she is pregnant. She reveals that to her friend. And she's talking to her Hazmet's brother. Lark overhears the conversation. He calms Yakmu down and tells her that everything will be alright. Hamza is having a conversation with Hazmet when he receives a text from Tazrik saying that Yakmu is pregnant. Hamza had told Hazmet that he would come back home because the rival family had proposed a deal, but he later realized that Yakmu is the problem to forever want a peace between the families. Hamza has a call with the mother who tells him to get rid of her. It's the couple anniversary. They go to the same place they went last year on the rooftop. Yakmu gives Hazmet a watch and he proposes to her. He tells her that when they go back, he will have to deal with some business alone at first, but they will be together after some time. Yakmu accepts and she tells him that a surprise will be waiting for him when he comes back. They are both excited and happy. The ring is so beautiful and it really suits Yakmu. When Hazmet goes back to his family, He finds out that he has to marry the rival family's daughter in order to stop the blood feud between them. Yakmu goes back to being a hairdresser. One day, she sees Tariq in the store. He invites her to come with him as he has a surprise for her. He takes her to an old beat-up place and that's when she meets Hamza. He tells her the whole plan and makes her have an abortion. He had arranged a doctor which was going to perform the surgery on her. Luckily, she escaped. The scene from the beginning is clear now as Yapmu is running for her life. She gets hit by a car and that's what saves her from having her baby killed. Tariq tells Hamza that the baby is gone, but that is a complete lie. He tells Yapmu to flee because she is in danger, and if she does not, they will have Hasmet killed. The two rivalry families sit down for a deal. The request is made and whoever does not agree with it shall leave. Hasmet stands up to leave and of course all the guns are pointed at him. He makes it clear and says that they should wait for his response. He goes back to Yakmu but finds out that Hamza had told her to leave through his brother. He tries to find her and arrives at Iram's place. When Iram sees that Hasmet at the door, she and her boyfriend lock Yakmu in a room and take the key. They answer the door and all Hasmet wants is to see her. He tries to get through Iram and her boyfriend but he is not able to, as if what was happening to him was not bad enough. His gun falls out of his pocket and as he's going to reach it, a police car pulls up on him. He is arrested and later deported from the country, but at least Yapmu is safe. She goes back home and is greeted by her father. She's home and she's safe. Hasmet marries his arranged bride Nupelda but does not feel anything towards her. Yapmu keeps thinking about the baby and even goes to have an abortion, but she is not able to go through the process as she can murder her own child. She reveals to her father that she is pregnant and he does not take it well. He does not want to speak to her and even tells her that she does not have a father anymore. If she wants to raise that kid, she could raise it somewhere else. Yapmu devastated and but does not want to give up yet. She will earn her father's approval with time. Time flies, but all Yapmu and Hasmet can think about is each other. Yapmu's belly has grown by now as she's expecting to give birth anytime soon. Her father still can't accept the fact that Yapmu pregnant. He goes to his late wife's grave and asks her for advice. Yapmu tells him that he should accept her as she's carrying his grandchild. Yapmu's wants to brag as she has to deliver the baby immediately. The baby is delivered by her father right there in the graveyard. On the other side, we learn that Nupelda wants to have a child with Hasmet too. They have been trying, but it seems that Nupelda has a fertility problem. The married couples get ready for a meeting that let's just say does not go quite as smooth. Nupelda tries to interfere with Hasmet's business and Hasmet does not take it well. As they are fighting, Hasmet receives a text from his trusted man that he has found Yakmur even though his life is not well. He's happy that he finally found where Yakmur is. He goes to her house but it's heartbroken when Yakmur tells him that she's married. Both Yakmur and Hasmet are devastated and want nothing else but to be with each other, which unfortunately is not possible. Nupelda finds out about Yakmur and is very jealous. She ends up breaking the watch that Yakmur had given Hasmet because she knew that it was from her. Their lives continue and even though they are both devastated, they try to move on. Who would have thought that one day Yapmu and Hasmet would have run into each other in an elevator? I think no one. Hasmet realized that the surprise Yapmu had told to him about was her pregnancy as he sees her child Kemal in the elevator. He makes his presence known as he stops off Yapmu's table. She thinks she's hallucinating and goes to freshen up in the back room, but it's stopped by Hasmet. He begs her to wait for him in her room and tells her that he's not losing her again. Yakmus make up an excuse and she goes to her room. They are finally alone. Their love never faded. Yapmus tells Hasmet that Kemal is his son and she hit Kemal because Tariq and Hamza had tried to make her get rid of it. Kemal walks into the room, tears fill up with Hasmet's eyes as he sees his son for the first time. He talks to him and finishes the conversation with a hug. Hasmet's heart is full and he cannot lose them ever again. They come up with a plan. They will go far and somewhere safe until Hasmet sort out the situation. Hasmet calls Hamza and tells him to come to the hotel. Hamza arrives but sees Yapmu and the little boy and realizes that Tariq had lied to him after all. He comes back and plans to run away with his mistress. He packs his bags and grabs all the money from the safe and calls the bank to empty all of his accounts in. He's trying to run away. His wife is trying to stop him. He ends up pushing her off the stairs. She falls and lies in the blood of her own. He does not care for his wife and leaves her to die. Right as he's about to flee, Hasmet stops him. The scream is heard. Hasmet sees his sister living unconscious on the ground. He takes Hamza to the pits and shoots him. When he comes back to Yakmu and his child, he's much scared. says he has a nightmare where Nupilda's brother shoots his son in the head. He wakes up even more afraid. He spends some time with his family, but of course everything is cut off. When we receive a call from Nupilda's brother who tells him that he was going to kill his brother if he does not come to them, Ahmed accepts his fate and says goodbye to his family. He arrives there and his brother is freed. He sits opposite of Nupilda as she's begging him to stay with her. Ahmed does not want her. He's in love with Yevmur. He asks her if she shoots him will the blood feud end. She confirms that the feud will only end the way if he does not stay with her. Ahmed ends up pulling the trigger on himself. The scene is cut to the girl closing the book while crying. Next we see awaiting the girl ending the book was the bride. But who is the husband, you may ask? The husband is the author of the book and he is Kemal. He is the child of one of the most beautiful yet tragic stories. We see an older but still beautiful young Moor. She imagines the young husband in front of her and gets up to dance with him. The movie ends with Ahmed and Yagmur dancing as their young selves, proving that true love never ends.